Alright. The Sinking City. And last time we progressed the story pretty hardcore. Pretty sure we got the remainder of our side quests even queued in. But I'm gonna go ahead and finish up the story, basically. I know last week I kind of skipped this, and this week I've had that issue too with Dragon Varnir, where I kind of skipped that as well yesterday. Due to just being exhausted and had a lot of stuff I had to do yesterday. But yeah, I really gave it some thought for this game, and we're just going to go ahead and finish it up. That said, I did kind of look at the endings for this game. Looked into the side quests if I were to miss them, sort of thing. Yeah. From what I've seen, yeah, we're just gonna finish it on up. I did find out, though, we can get all the endings in one playthrough, no matter what story option we choose. Which, actually, I'm kind of disappointed in. Can't lie about that one. For how choice-heavy this game is, for the feel of the choices, where you could, like, really just murder everybody, or you could try saving everybody. I'm definitely disappointed in the fact that you could technically just save at the end of the game and get all the endings. Based on basically nothing. Because you just make the ultimate choice there of what you want to do. And I guess some part of me that's like, okay, whatever, you know. But let's see, I'm all ammoed up, all health up. And from what I saw of side quests, there is some good side quests. So mistaken me on that one. There's a chance I might do one last video on this game, and it would just purely be for the side quests. Other than that, we're gonna finish the story today for sure. And we're gonna go ahead and kill it. Joseph Hill, which he is probably dead, like
with a single strike.
Hi, people. Crap. I wasn't expecting to walk in on that thing. But yeah, today should get my... Because I had imagined 2 episodes, we should be able to finish the story today. Because we are exactly on chapter 7 or something like that. Case 8, case 9. I don't really remember. It's been a bit since we played this. But I know that I left off one case to the final case. I know that much. But yeah, I will have a pretty heavy critique on this game. I can't lie. As much as I have enjoyed this game, it's actually gonna be a pretty... I wouldn't say negative critique, but it's probably gonna be my lowest rating I give a game thus far. Just because there is so many issues with this game. Yeah. And the sad part is, like, this probably is one of the best Cthulhu games out there. And to me, that's what even makes it more of a shame, to be honest. To think that this is probably one of the best Cthulhu games out there, or at least one of the top. And it just has so many issues. It's sad to see. And granted, I have not played the actual game, the official game, the Call of Cthulhu. I do have plans to play it, but I have not played that one yet. But I have not heard good things about that one either. We will see, though. We will see. And I do apologize for those that were looking forward to Dragon Varnir yesterday. I just wound up being busy and
trying to escape, but something
baby kept me up pretty late, so I was pretty exhausted. Everything else I had to do that day, and it didn't work out for me. Doing any streaming, I just was not motivated. Okay, this is dumb. Why? I need to take out pistol and shoot her. Shotgun for some reason overreaches, like, past her, and she just annoyingly jumps at you and slashes you. Oh man. But I did do some more grinding for Shining, for those that are curious. Shining is frustrating. I'm going to say that much. Because I looked up how to properly grind levels in that game, and the suggestions are just about everywhere, but it comes to one thing, it's a ridiculous process, in my opinion, to level up in that game and all that crap. I'm very annoyed, I guess is the proper way to put it. Because any other grind in that game is actually quite slow. Where doing it the way that they suggested is the appropriate way to do it, but it's such a long process. And to me, that's just a giant ass turnoff. When I play a game, I like to know that I can grind in it without having like a 5 to even just a basic 3-step process, you know, to do it. I don't To me, a game should never have such thing. It should be maybe 1 to 2 steps for grinding. So yeah, I'm dealing with my own shit with that game a bit. And hopefully I will be ready to stream it on Monday. Honestly, it's being pretty optimistic, but we'll see. We will see, 'cause I'm definitely gonna tackle it pretty hard. 'Cause it is on my list to finish in this month. And for those that are curious, I am finishing up the Singing City, Shining Resonance Refrain, and Dragonstar Varnier. That is what I have planned.
He
And
tried
that is
to
what
escape,
I'm going to aim for.
but something broke his neck with a single strike.
Kind of catch everybody else up on that. And... okay, what's the freaking melee weapon? I'm going mad. Crumpled letter. This is the last warning. My son, if you proceed with your self-destructive research, I'll take action. I can't watch you kill yourself, corrupt your mind, and sacrifice your health to these old fairy tales about the dead. It's not worth of it. It's not worth of it. Huh. Leave it or I'll leave you without inheritance. I won't have you spend this money on your own death. Oh, that's a loving father.
By the looks of these plants, this photo was taken somewhere in South America. These Mayan artifacts could be the prized jewel in many a museum collection.
Is she gone? Did you get her?
What the hell's going on? I'm sure I shot her dead, but then she ran.
Oh, snub, we are in trouble now. My name is Joseph. Sorry for getting you into this, and thanks.
Charles Reed. I was actually looking for you.
For me? How can I help you?
I need your help to get into Katiganar. This madness must be stopped.
Oh, that's a noble goal, but Vanderberg...
Johannes was the one who told me about you, and about all the things that have happened since the flood.
He did? Well, I underestimated you. We share the same goal, but there's a problem.
What kind of problem?
The Mayan girl, Usha. She was the keeper of the key to Katiganar. We'll need it.
What do you know about that thing? The girl that attacked us?
She's Usha, a Mayan priestess, rejected by death itself. I can only imagine what baleful sorcery still keeps her alive.
Unusual, even by this mad city standards.
You mean the seal? I have it. Just show me the entrance.
The seal. You've got it. Spectacular. But alas, it doesn't solve our problem.
You're testing my patience, Joseph.
Usha was the last one to open the path below, and she still protects it. We cannot...
And Priestess, come here. What's special about this house?
It was me she was after. Usha holds a secret older than humanity itself, and she wants to stop me from uncovering it. Don't ask me about it further. I can't say any more.
My bullets did nothing. Do you know of any other ways to fight her?
There are ways to resist her sorcery. I was going to use them myself, but I'm not sure I have the skills to track this thing to her lair.
But didn't she come to you?
She caught me off guard, tried to kill me. I was unprepared. You arrived just in time to scare her off.
I'm a private eye. Tracking Usha won't be a problem. But how do we handle her?
Look, when you locate her lair, come let me know. Meanwhile, I'll prepare our defense against her magics. Then together, we'll banish her.
Any leads on how to track her?
I don't know. But she drinks blood to gain strength. There must be victims, corpses, but thanks to the wild beasts and madness, Oakmont is full of the dead. Though, I did hear rumor of a vampire in Salvation Harbor.
Well, I guess that's better than nothing. Johannes told me nothing.
I understand.
If Johannes trusts you enough to recommend your help, you must have some unique expertise.
Well, I am an archaeologist, well-versed in alchemy and other less academic sciences. I have devoted my life to stopping the end of the world.
Wait, what?
I spent years in the jungle learning from Mayan descendants. The illness forced my return, but I believe Xibalba's entrance is under Oakmont.
You want to get into this place, under Oakmont?
No, that place must be closed forever. All that befalls Oakmont has emerged from within its walls.
Well, I agree with that. Your face tattoos are rather unusual. What do they mean?
The Indians gave them to me. I visited a lost pyramid in the jungle. These are marks of wisdom.
Your illness, how did you get it? Is it contagious?
As with many other tropical maladies, it was borne by a certain species of fly. They bred in the wells of the old Mayan temple. Superstitious savages may call it a curse of the gods, but we're people of culture, aren't we?
I've seen enough to not take superstition so lightly these days. Did you say Xibalba?
The world of the dead. It brings disasters, epidemics, madness. The most violent Mayan gods were locked inside and need sacrifices to remain. Different locals gave it different names. Some of them can be traced, their origins identified. But Katigana, it precedes us all.
That's plenty. Thanks, Joseph.
Please hurry, Reed. We can still save this city.
Okay, Mind Palace. Resurrected Mayan tried to kill Hill. Hill will help us. Okay. So downstairs was a mess. Crafting time.
Poor guy died here after several stomach wounds. Did it just twitch? Whoa. Must be my nerves. One ferocious blow, and he was gone. Wild beasts carried out quite the massacre in here.
Wow, there was nothing down here, huh? Alright. So, she kills people and drinks their blood. There have been rumors about a Salvation Harbor vampire. So, rumors, huh? Maybe the newspaper? If there's gossip, maybe that will be the place to try. There are crimes, though. Rumor thing might be throwing me off a bit. Let's try the police station, because that just makes more sense to me. So yeah, next 2 months, might as well talk about that for a bit, because I know I brought it up on the same game, so... Actually, more than anything, I'm probably going to stream less, so I have more time to do things. Because I liked the schedule, in theory, but it's proved to have its difficulties. With definitely since Chloe's starting school here at the end of this month, and then I'm gonna probably be donating plasma.
Don't waste my time, newcomer.
And probably looking to go back to school, to be honest. Yeah, there's just a lot of stuff going on. Need to be packing to move because we're getting really close to finally having our house finished. I'm just having less and less time to stream, honestly. So these are pretty violent. So that... victims, maybe? And we know it's in Salvation Harbor. Aha! Bloodless corpses. J. Holland to Captain Leons. We received today a report about the latest victims of the so-called vampire. Several blood-drained Corpses were found in a backyard on Old Church Road between C. Smith Avenue and Maple Lane. In eastern Salvation Harbor, I sent patrol to inspect the crime scene. The bodies were similar to the previous drained corpses in Coverside, Shells, and Reed's Heights. No witnesses have come forward at this time. Okay. Usha is an insatiable murderess. Usha is an undead killer who slays people to drink their blood. So, East Salvation Harbor. It's over here. On Old Church Road. Right there. Between C. Smith, excuse me, which is right there, and Maple Lane. So it's like somewhere in there. Cool. But yeah, I find less and less time, and days that I am tired. Granted, like yesterday, I could have probably done a video, but I just didn't. Had a lack of motivation. I'm thinking it'll be easier for me to think, well, if I only have to do one video, because that's what I've scheduled, that I'd be more inclined to doing it. And it went take up most of my day. Because right now I got like 6 hours of my day on Monday to Wednesday just packed full of gaming. Just don't get me wrong. Definitely enjoy gaming. And enjoy these games, but it's a lot of time to put into these games all at once. To the point where I do feel it some days, and I'm like, ugh, do I really want to play that? You know, or like I lose my voice, like Dragon Varnier. Love that game, but there's so much reading in it that I've decided not to read some certain things now, just to save my voice. Really?
Die, newcomer.
Fire and lots of fish. These guys were gonna have a good meal here. She didn't spill a single drop of blood. She didn't spill a single drop of blood. If anyone had caught this shotgun blast, they would have lost their head. He didn't die immediately. These are some savage bites to the neck. He would have suffered. Nothing useful inside. Old clothes and garbage, but this letter may be helpful.
This is my final warning. If you don't pay me for the month due, I'll sell all your belongings and you'll be out on the street. No one may live at the Devil's Reef and avoid payment without consequences.
Great Fisk, buddy. Hope none of those hungry wormskins saw you here.
Take this, damn corpse!
Moskiv Panaifa. Etzelan Bonkodet Sotsara. Nielendo Bay Reoman. Suffer for your sacrilege.
Order me, priestess, and I will serve.
Okay, let's see what we have here.
Great Fisk, buddy. Hope none of those hungry wormskins.
Take this, damn corpse! Order me, priestess, and I will serve.
Usha attacked 3 Innsmouthers before a man appeared and tried to shoot her. She called him Raymond and hypnotized him, somehow.
Yeah. For the upcoming 2 months, did I just have the gun to my temple? Definitely planning on doing a lot less. Man named Raymond saw Usha's attack and seems connected to her somehow. He dropped a bag at the scene, inside of which was a letter concerning his overdue rent for a room at the Devil Reef Hotel. So Devil Reef, right? That's where we've been staying, yeah.
If anyone had caught this shotgun blast, they would have lost their head. All his blood was drained, just like Joseph said.
Huh. From now on, taking it a lot more easier.
Hey, knock it off.
Which will leave me the option to do the 6-hour days is what I'm looking at. But it will be up to me, like, guaranteed there at least will be a video that day. Just one. Which will be a guarantee. Anything past that will be up to my discretion. Which I think will help because, like, with the Final Fantasy XIV patch, the new expansion, I had a lot of issue with that one because I wanted to play that more than what I was streaming. So that's also another issue that came up. That was like, I want to play this, but I'm not streaming that, so I'm not going to stream it just so I can play it. But I wanted to play that more than what I was streaming at the time. So I ran into a confliction. That's why I'm going to cut back, give myself more time during the days. Because other than that, like, I'm going to get everything else done pretty amazingly.
I believe a man named Raymond lives here.
How's it your business?
I need to talk to him.
You'd be better off talking to the wall. Raymond Archer ain't here. Left a few days ago and never came back. Didn't pay either. Damn newcomer.
What about his room? Did he leave any belongings behind?
A pile of weird stuff and broken junk. Take a look if you want. It's the room next to yours.
I found a debt letter from you at a crime scene. Can you tell me who it was for?
I have no idea.
Why? Do you send that many of them?
Yes, thanks to all you damn newcomers flooding Oakmont. I have a form letter that I adapt. Well, make a newcomer adapt for me to pay his debt. Got 50 of them back here right now. Clever, eh?
Indeed. Less useful than I'd hoped, though.
Hey, knock it off.
But yeah, I wouldn't worry though. It's not going to change some aspects. Like the new Dark Chapters game, definitely going to be streaming that. Even if I still have Fade to Silence still in my collection. Politician executed. Yeah, I figured I'd give an update on that, because I know that is the Halloween month, and I was talking big about doing quite a lot. And I definitely will probably still do quite a bit of horror games, for sure. This is not it. I thought you said right next.
Did Raymond get this air tank from the same place I did?
Okay, so this is his room right here. Raymond's diary. Found work at a flooded lab on Moreland Road between C. Smith Avenue and Powderhouse Street. Boss says some weird stuff. Ooh. Hold on, guys. I'll be right back. Alright, I am back. Sorry about that. Alright, so weird stuff, but sounds like there'll be gold at the end. Prepared everything for the mission, including getting a diving suit. Good thing I know how to use it too, because the place is underwater. Boss said the entrance is marked with 5 big stones. Barely got out with the mummy he wanted, and worse, there was no gold in her tomb. Taking the mummy to the lab, my egghead companion claims he can talk to the dead. Hopefully she'll tell him where the gold is. I can't. How is it even possible? How could I know? No sleep, no rest. The mummy. Usha's whispering all the time, hiding underwater in her tomb. Spare me. Get out of my head.
Stop it! Please, stop it! Why do you show me this vile violence? I can't bear it!
I've seen some of these places. The backyard with corpses. Joseph Hill's house. Why did he draw all this?
Okay, all evidence collected. An underwater tomb reservoir. Tried to kill Hill. Okay, none of that. Fluid Lab in Northern Salvation Harbor. Moreland Road. Just right there. Between Seasmith and Powderhouse Street. So it's like in there somewhere. Okay. Gotcha. And we could take a boat straight there. Look at that. But yeah, hopefully that will also improve my content. Because I know one thing I've talked about is editing my videos a little bit more. And I really haven't done that. So, I think it'll give me more time to actually practice that and get the hang of that a little bit better too. Not having as much stream time or videos to upload. So, if those have been paying attention to my YouTube, I've definitely been slacking. Like I just uploaded last night, where I should have been uploading more. Probably a lot more than what I was. Because I'm definitely behind. But next month, 2 months should be fun. Definitely have Dark Chapters coming out. Definitely going to be playing the hell out of that game for Horror Wednesday. And then everybody knows I'm not doing Neptunia RPG anymore just because I've lost interest in it. Not my type of game. As much as I love Neptunia games, I'll probably casually play that on my own time. Is this it? This has to be it. So really, the only thing I'm planning on having left for next month RPG-wise is Final Fantasy X. My goal is to start Final Fantasy VII here and there.
Someone wounded really wanted to get inside this room.
The original. So that way when the remake comes out, we've played the original again and kind of relived and enjoyed that for what it is. Dude, look at that fish. The essential salts of animals may be so prepared and preserved that an indigenous man may have the whole ark of Noah in his own study and raise the fine shape of an animal out of its ashes at his pleasure, and by the like method from the essential salts of humane dust a philosopher may, without any criminal necromancy, call up the shape of any dead ancestor from the dust whereinto his body has been incarnated. Sorry, my daughter was distracting me there while I was reading that. Oi. But yeah, and then with finishing this up today, my goal is to have, quite literally, Fade to Silence to do in the next 2 weeks.
I don't think these tools were used for surgery.
And I have a good feeling if I just have the next 2 Wednesdays to do Fade to Silence, there's a good chance I can...
She won't tell you about Satiganar or gold. She won't talk to you. Only the seed may know.
Whatever happened in this lab, it has nothing to do with normal science.
Yeah, I have a good feeling, though, that I could finish Fade to Silence within 2 Wednesdays, definitely, if that's all I'm streaming those days. It's also why I'm kind of more interested in finishing this game than continuing it any further. Alright, Alchemist Journal. Materialization successful. Had to burn subject with acid to make talk. Who could imagine entrance was the crypt? Materialization successful. Hard to understand. Deceased dialect is very old and he knows nothing about stopping madness. Raymond found the mummy I was after, but she refused to discuss Katiganar or madness. Even acid didn't help. This Dane Raymond wants his gold, but she remained silent. Told me I'm not K chosen. We must try harder. Usha may wish for death, but as long as I have her essential salts, I can revive her. There will be no escape from the pain. So she wants to die, huh? Hold on, got some Mon Palace stuff. Hill revived the dead for answers. Joseph Hill resurrected Usha and others to learn about the madness emanating from Kentignar. Usha told Hill nothing. Usha was tortured by Joseph Hill, but told him nothing because he is not a seed.
You promised we'd be rich, Hill. Go ask her about gold. Not that nonsense about Kathy Damhar or seals. Help me, you bastard! Stop this monstrosity! Let me in! You broke the ceiling circles.
Time to figure this out.
So I started up here for sure.
You promised we'd be rich, Hill. Go ask her about gold. Not that nonsense about Katyn. You help me, you bastard! Stop this monstrosity! Let me in!
Joseph Hill and Raymond tortured Usha to find out how to get inside Kentignar. But she got free and attacked them. Hill fled, leaving Raymond alone with her.
Stop! She has something to say.
Raymond? I was looking for you. We have to talk about the undead Mayan.
You don't need to hurt her. She knows what you want. She can offer a deal.
Last I heard, you were trying to shoot Usha, but now you're her messenger. Why the about-face?
She took this body as her vessel. She doesn't want to frighten you.
Well, using a man as a puppet is still creepy, Usha. What deal are you talking about?
You, chosen, must descend into the depths, into the shell. She knows the way.
I need to enter to stop the madness. If you tell me how to do it, I won't pursue you.
Generous. She has another offer. Help her, and she will tell you how to meet your destiny.
And what exactly am I supposed to do?
Kill Sorcerer Joseph. He does not let her rest. He will pursue and enslave her once again.
You could have just told Joseph what he wanted. What difference would it have made?
The Sorcerer does not deserve these gifts. He is guided by pride and greed. She waited for the K chosen to appear, and here you are, marked, tied up by fate. She sees it in your eyes, wide shut.
Why should I kill Joseph? And why do you keep calling him a sorcerer?
He woke her up, plundered her body, forced her to breathe once more, cut her, pierced her, burned her, kept her in chains.
You want revenge.
She wants freedom. No freedom while the Sorcerer lives.
What will you do after you're free?
Live.
That's awfully direct. Just live.
If I do what you ask, where will we meet?
Among the stone fingers in the Garden of the Dead.
Oh, can't you just tell it straight? I've had enough riddles for a lifetime.
She believes your mind is not that weak.
Huh. Honestly, Joseph's kind of a asshole, right? I mean, she's not really... I don't know. Screw it, we've killed
After
everybody.
everything I've seen in this laboratory, I'm on your side.
She will wait for you.
Oh, my head.
Ratsuma tried to kill her. Asha wants Hill dead. Asha will help me if I kill Hill. Asha hides underwater in her tomb. The entrance is in the cemetery, marked with 5-finger shaped stones. This is exactly what Joseph Hill asked me to find out. Hill betrayed Raymond. Hill hired Raymond as a body snatcher to bring him Asha's corpse, but when she got free, Hill abandoned Raymond. And it looks like we got some choices. Joseph Hill can help me get inside Katiganar. We share the same goal, stopping the Magnus spreading. That is true. Hill is just using me to deal with Asha, just like he used Raymond. But he was trying to stop the madness. Right? Asha won't tell me anything. Asha's proposal is a trap. She could wait for me to kill Joseph, then refuse to tell me anything about Katiganar. I could make a deal with Asha to learn the secrets of Katiganar. She will only tell them to the Seed. Asha must be killed. Through Hill is obsessed with resurrecting the dead and may yet create more dangerous abominations. He shares my goal of stopping the madness. Asha is a blood-sucking monster and cannot be trusted. I must kill her and bring Hill her ashes.
I can't. Where am I?
Okay. So cemetery is over here, right? The finger-shaped stones. Alright. Go kill Asha. Usha. Ah, you had to do it. I think we've mostly killed just about everybody, though. So there's a part of me that's fine not killing Joseph, but if he wasn't trying to stop the madness, definitely would be tempted to put him down.
cemetery is almost sunken, and
They were dug up. You must not touch what was taken by the mayor. Or the water. Oh, tough times have come, I say.
these sure weren't ordinary grave robbers.
Right, we're here for the... There was a side quest here. I was like, what? What's going on? So 5-fingered stone. So right here? Yeah, right here.
I still have no idea how to fight Usha. I might be losing my mind, but I'm not crazy enough to go in unprepared.
Oh, right, I have to go talk to what's-his-face. Crap. Either way, I still had to see Joseph Hill first. Completely spaced that. I was just ready to take her on. Yep, sorry. So we're gonna go kill the priestess, huh? And then from what I saw, yeah, the next case after this will be our last.
I need an explanation, Joseph.
No? What did you want to know?
I found the laboratory, Joseph. The one used to raise dead from the ashes and salt.
So then you understand why I need Usha's body. She knows what we both need. The way inside Katiganar.
You revived the dead, then tortured them. That's an abomination.
Do not rush to judgment, Reed. They had their time. Would you truly value one old life over the suffering of millions? They're not even human. Those specters, monstrosities, they are just the vessels of their former knowledge. You can't compare them to the living.
You tormented Usha to get the knowledge you were after. Why?
She refused to tell me what I needed. I was trying to find another way, but until the spell was found, I used more mundane methods.
Like pouring acid on her?
It was stubborn, no longer human. I was forced to try everything. Every time I recreated her, she told me I didn't deserve the knowledge.
I know you had a deal with Raymond, the man who brought you the mummy. What happened to him?
Nothing he didn't deserve. This newcomer, he was only interested in treasure. It's his fault Usha is after us now.
He's her toy now, possessed and tormented. But it was you who let this happen.
Me? I did not free her, and for Kay's sake, why should I risk everything to save an imbecile? My mission is of far greater importance.
Usha made me a proposal. She's willing to help me get inside Katiganar.
What? Surely not. It must be a trap.
You didn't even ask me what she wanted in return.
I fear I know already. She wants me dead. Dane, she's using you, Reed! She knows I'm the only one who can stop her. I have already prepared the unguent to prevent her resurrection. Please, can't we just finish this as planned?
Now calm down, Joseph. I'm not fool enough to believe a blood-sucking monster. Just thought you ought to know.
Okay. You scared me for a moment. But if we're finished here, you should probably continue your search.
I know where Usha is. It's the same crypt that Raymond was diving in.
So, she returned to the tomb. Fine, we'll strike now. Prepare your guns.
What's the plan?
I've formulated an elixir that should damage her unnatural body. Coat your bullets in it, and go and slay the monstrosity. Just don't forget to collect her ashes afterwards. I'll prepare everything we need and wait nearby. Soon we'll both have our answers. Please hurry, Reed. We can still save this city.
Alright, let's do this. Let's go kill Usha. As much as I wouldn't mind killing him, I think it's a trophy to kill Usha, so definitely gonna do that. Yeah, that's a thing in this game. I don't believe this game has so many rendering issues. Like, I'm surprised they honestly released the game with that type of issue. In my opinion, it almost would have benefited them to... Well, this is a very, very honest opinion, because I believe this. A few episodes back, they should have just made the city shorter. They should have cut chunks out of their gigantic city that's pretty empty at this point. I'll save that for my critique when we're at the end. Because that is it's a pretty heavy point that I'm gonna hit on this game. I know Forever has been watching this series with me and really keeping up. They already know my take that the city's just too empty. There's nothing really in a lot of areas, which leads to just utter disappointment in a lot of areas. But yeah, I'll get to that when we get to critique, which actually might be next episode, to be honest. Because, we're in barely hour and a half. We're already finishing up this case. With only one more case to go. I mean, I gotta say it. I do like this game. It's just, there's a lot. This game needs a lot of TLC that it didn't get enough of. Ooh, look at the big tentacle.
So, Raymond was not the only visitor of the sunken tomb. Just one of the lucky ones.
There's no, like, pleasant way to traverse that. Ugh.
Something feels wrong with this statue. There's no trace of seaweed on it.
That's creepy. That is truly creepy. All I saw was that, and I was like, oh crap. Like, that's brilliant. Oh god. Don't kill me at the entrance. I gotta admit, the underwater scenes are probably the best. Although, I do wish the harpoon did something. Did figure out what they do. You basically shoot it at those eel things, and it staggers them. Doesn't do any damage, it just staggers them. So once you stagger them, you make a run for it, you turn around, you shoot them again to stagger them again so they don't hit you, and you just keep running. That's basically all you do. Which, it's interesting they chose that approach for a harpoon gun. But
she forbids you to go further. The sorcerer still lives.
I came to put an end to you, undead abomination.
Then you will suffer. This will be your doom now.
Yeah, I'm not gonna keep that poor guy alive. That's just mean. And we got the trophy. The ends justify the means. So that's it? There's nothing else down here, huh? I got her ashes, huh? I guess I do. So now I am supposed to return to him. And continue on to the final case. Which I'm not expecting the final case to be too long. Hey, sleepy baby. She looks like she stayed up all night. Although I know she slept all night. There's a chance if the next case isn't long, we could probably finish in this episode.
I found Usha. She won't bother anyone again.
That's great news. Did you gather her remains, the ashes?
I did. We need to talk, Joseph. You promised you'd tell me how to reach Katiganor.
I remember, don't worry. I'll need some time to gather everything. Let's meet in my lab.
Are you going to revive her again?
This time, it won't be as difficult. In just a short while, we'll have the answer. We can steer mankind away from catastrophe. I have it all prepared. What are you waiting for?
You're gonna revive her again? That's a hard yes. Sit down there. And, real quick, since we're at this pinnacle point, I'm gonna go ahead and save it right there. Because if I do come back and do the side quests for an episode, this actually wouldn't be a bad spot to do it at. Just in case if us reaching the next case literally unhinges the game to the point where it, like, streamlines you. So his lab is right there. We go right there. Technically, yeah. If you wanted to platinum this game, for those that are curious, you can do it through one playthrough. You just need to make critical saves on each choice, basically, before you make them. Because I think there's a trophy to go kill that that guy that's trying to be promoted to mayor. You have to. He gives you a mission to go take care of his mother. I didn't do that quest, but apparently, from my understanding, that's a trophy to go like put her out of her misery. Or at least I believe so. So if you were to save it before you choose to like get him executed and stuff, you could technically get the trophy for that and be good. The other trophy, which is a crucial point in the game, is when you're, I think it's the Blackwood family that you're dealing with. The Carpenter Manor or whatever, because through my playthrough we got the son killed, technically publicly executed. If you choose the son side, that's also a trophy, so technically that's a 2 trophy scenario, but you would have to save for that one for sure. I'm not too sure what other trophies I've missed, but there's definitely a few save ones that are worth looking into if you're wanting to platinum this game. And I will be right back again. Sorry guys, just Mother Nature's killing me today. Alright, I'm back. I do apologize about that.
You got what we needed from her?
Yes, yes. It all went better than expected. She revealed a lot, though not all of it I wanted to hear.
And did you answer our most pressing question, how to get into Katiganor?
Yes. Usha said you must find something called a K-finger on each of 3 monoliths. The first is in the city center, with 2 elsewhere. I take that once you've found the 3 K-Fingers, you can complete the seal and then return to the central monolith to open the path.
What did she say about the ruins under Oakmont?
It was some sort of temple or prison. I do not think she knows. She was just one member of the cult that worshipped the monoliths.
Is that all? I'm underwhelmed. Did Usha mention how to locate the 3 monoliths?
Apparently the fire worshippers know. I think they're at St. Michael's Church of the Burning Bush.
Well, I guess I'll start there. How can I make the central monolith open?
At least that part's easy. There's a place on it to put the seal.
Did Usha mention how to locate the 3 monoliths?
Apparently the...
Well, what waits inside? How will I know what to do to stop this madness from spreading?
It must be simple. She told me in her time they sent a man in who was able to fix it. If a Mayan savage succeeded, I'm sure you'll be fine. I didn't ask.
I thought you were going to assist on my quest.
Not this time. There's a complication.
What sort of complication?
If what she told me is true, only those like you can use the seal. I would lose my mind by even trying.
So, I just have to find 3 monoliths with K-Fingers to enter Katiganor. That could have been worse.
Good luck, Reed. I'll continue to gather information, and will certainly inform you of any important developments.
In the same way, tormenting the dead.
What else can be done if the living know nothing?
Well, I hope you take extra precautions this time.
I learn from my mistakes, Mr. Reed.
Alright. And we did max out Vigor. So now we're finally on the combat ones. Go ahead and do that. Sure. Yeah. Cool. And now must gather the missing parts of the seal from the 3 monoliths, starting with the central one. Hill's Lab. There we go. There we go. Alright, the seal opens the way to Katiganar. I should take a moment to recuperate at the Devil's Reef Hotel before entering Katiganar. Yeah, we could do that. We could do that, Reed. So, forewarned, this episode, I'm going to go ahead and power through. So this episode will be longer, I would imagine. Might as well, I don't see the necessity to make another video if the ending is short. So we're going to go ahead and just finish it up. Be prepared. From this point forward, we're definitely going on a more longer stream. That said, I won't be streaming anything for the 130 block to so on. Just be Fate to Silence at 4 for those that are into that. Right, just sit back and relax and enjoy. We finish up the Sinking City today. Damn those visions. With my notes. There's that if you guys want to read it. I'm not really gonna read that one. It's basically a recap. No recap, so pause if you want to read that one. Chupacabra gone. That's just a recap. So if you guys want to read that, go ahead. So, like, right there, I guess. Alright. It's like the moment when the game just digresses from what it actually does, for the most part. Alright, so... Yep, that is the church. Just all sorts of lit up.
I can smell the gasoline even from here. Why would anyone need so much?
Wow. Candles are not even on anything. Just there. Just hanging out. Alright, cleanse yourselves. The time has come, brothers and sisters. We must cleanse ourselves before we face the new world. We shall leave behind all our sorrows and passions, and meet our new lives pure. Join the cleansing at St. Michael's Church of the Burning Bush.
Huh. The lid's not closed tightly, and there's still some gas in the can. Seems like it was opened recently.
Those who are pure shall rest by his feet, and their souls will rejoice, and they will sing forever among the angels.
Alright, we'll go upstairs first, because we always know it ends in the basement.
You scared me. Who are you? Are you late for the cleansing too?
Yeah, my name's Charles Reed. And you are?
Meryl. But just call me sister. We're all family after all, right?
What happened here?
The cleansing. This cycle has come to its end, and the next is about to begin. So we must purify ourselves in the fire.
Wait, you mean they did it to themselves?
With joy, brother. Joy. The cycle will begin anew, and we will be reborn in the new world. Cleansed. You can leave all this behind, brother. A fresh start. Join us.
But how do you know? What if it's just suicide?
If the cycle doesn't restart, then we are truly blessed. For we'll avoid the great calamity. Angel showed us those horrors in our dreams. If we are not reborn in the new cycle, then the seed has succeeded, and the daughter is free, and that is no world worth living in.
Have you seen a place on this monolith with a piece of stone growing from it? I couldn't see anything on the outside.
Oh, I know what you speak of. It's at the bottom of the basement.
You're a fire worshiper, yeah? Do you know which of the monoliths opens the way beneath the city?
Why do you ask?
It's where I need to go. I am the seed.
It's you, Kay Bless. Father Nicholas knew you'd come to us. We were watching our dreams for you.
What are you talking about?
Angels would whisper to us in our sleep. We had to listen to them, remember them, write down their messages, all so you could find what you seek.
Okay. Does that mean you know which monoliths are needed to open the way?
Me? No. No, I dreamed just a fraction of what was needed. But Father Nicholas put it all together. His notes are hidden downstairs, so that only you may find them. Take the key to the lower rooms. I think Father Nicholas left it on the altar.
Are you planning to immolate yourself?
It is the cleansing, yes.
It's not my place to interfere. Do as you wish.
Yeah, that's a way to go. Shopping list of their madness. Book of Holy Flame. Lord has established his throne in heaven. Among the tongues of flame and fiery pits, those who are pure shall rest by his feet, and their souls will rejoice, and they will sing forever among the angels. The sinners, contraries, shalt go to hell. The hymn of devil sunken below, with its cold streets of silver cobblestones, where they'll rest in eternal suffering until the end of time.
May your path be clear, brother.
Brothers and sisters, please be careful. The end of the cycle is nigh, and wildebeest has begun to inadvertently emerge in some of our premises. If you are visiting the Zedric room, Cetic room, please exercise extreme caution and be sure to bear arms. Thanks for the foreboding message there.
Lucid dreaming, dream wandering. Someone's been studying hard.
At last, the dreams of my brothers and sisters have started to become clear. The cycle has come to its end. Time to perform the cleansing so our souls can retain their memory, their purpose. I put together all the signs from our dreams and hid them so only the seed can find them. They'll help him find what he seeks. Seed, if you are reading this, I hope you'll restart the cycle, so what we may meet is the next one. Very crazy people. Let me craft real quick. Let's see. Some shotgun ammo. Need to build that back up and get that back up, and we are good again. Cool. The human blood is to find treasures of the ones who are not human anymore. The first stone will drop the shadow on his dwelling. 3 lives take their start among the iron horses in the shadow of the second stone. The waters will wash away the first blood they spill.
This must be part of the seal. Looks like this was left for me.
Father Nicholas instructions: the first monolith by its mere presence shall transform a man from ordinary to renown. Once the water rises, he will divine in human treasures never before seen, drawing crowds and acclaim to his humble abode. Many shall praise him, transcribe his words, and share his face on paper. Seek the monolith, for it hides what the seed desires under the azure cloak. The second monolith, portentous and proud, shall be delivered unto Oakmont, with disciples 3, each identical to the last. They shall enter this world at any uncertain hour, as the first young citizens of Oakmont after the waters rise. Seek the monolith, for it holds that which the seed desires. Emerged near the house of a man who found treasures. People wrote about him. So, people wrote about him in the newspaper, right? That would make sense.
Sleeping draft. A strong one.
Oh, cool. All evidence found. Oh, is she burning herself down there? I was like, what? Or is that her right there? Oh man, what a mess. Not like we tried to stop her at all, but... so fast travel, because we need to go to the newspaper. Oakmont Chronicle. But yeah, while we're waiting for a loading screen, you know, another good game that I kind of actually wish I could stream for you guys, because I really want to support this title. Is that new Fire Emblem, The Three Houses. Damn, that is a good game. Like, I've been pretty hooked on that one since I've got it. And unfortunately, I don't have like my capturing system set up, so I can't do any of the Nintendo Switch games yet, but damn. Because I'm big in tactics games, and that is probably the best one we've had in a long while that isn't like ridiculous. Because there's some ridiculous ones out there, like the one with the dude penguins, Disgaea or whatever. I can't think of the name, but the stats don't make sense to me in that game. They're a little bit ridiculous. Okay. We got that. So it's After the Flood. Celebrity. And articles and interviews, yeah. Is now the talk of Oakmont. Jimmy Price, a fisherman living in the boondocks on the border of Coverside and Grimhaven Bay, has become famous overnight for his remarkable findings. Not a week passed without him emerging from the sea with another piece of gold, jewelry, or ancient treasure. Antiques expert Diane Miles is baffled. "These trinkets are unlike anything I've ever seen," said Miss Miles. "The only thing I can tell you for certain is it's pretty darn old." If that's all you can say, then you need to get a different job. Alright. So, Grimhaven. Excuse me, did not mean to clear my throat that loudly. So it's like between Grimhaven and Coverfield, at the stand line on the eastern end of Old Colony Street. So it's like over here. Yeah, I think that's a safe assessment for sure. Yeah, for some reason my throat today has been gunked up. I've had issues this week. I'm wondering if I'm having allergy issues or if I'm getting sick. I just don't know it. So, I don't get sick often. I really don't. So when I show slight symptoms of something, it's odd for me. I can't figure out if I'm like getting sick or if it's maybe allergies acting up or what. But yeah, definitely if anyone is a tactics player, definitely a game you should look into is the Fire Emblem Three Houses. It reminds me a lot like Final Fantasy Tactics back in the day, like back way on PS1 with the class ups and kind of like you don't really recruit too much, but there is a recruiting system in there, which is kind of cool. And that's why I refer to being like that. Other than that, God Wars Future Past, I might actually stream that eventually, but that's a good one. Ones that make sense, basically. I think it is Disgaea, but like their stats don't make sense to me. The hero's way too overdone. Where all like the other characters take forever to even be considerably good. Stuff like that, but I don't really care for tactics games like that, or the hero's overdone. But the last message, I've lost count of how many nights the Archie has been trapped in this storm. We're going around in circles. Drotch rocks don't let us leave this snub city or turn back to come ashore. No food left. My sister and her husband are clearly mad with hunger. They say we must jump into the sea and cross it by foot underwater. They jumped. They all just jumped into the water. My whole family, with a sickly smile on their faces. Kay, help me. I am taking the only diving suit and will try to reach the shore. Pray for me.
Still wet. Someone undressed in a hurry. Door won't budge. No use. It's barricaded from the inside.
Are the lights going on or something?
How many lives were lost in these waters? The door won't budge.
Jimmy, none of us is gonna leave our homes and join this Dane adventure of yours. We're perfectly fine here in Oakmont and have no need to look for a better place. Moreover, calling your Skip Archie is dirch of a Dane idea. Oakmont was stricken by the flood. Fishermen have complained that their piers seem to have vacated all the coastal waters. I have no clue where the Dutch all the fisk went, said Mr. B. Morgan, a fisherman from Salvation Harbor. We return empty-handed every single time, yet those toad-faced scum return with nets loaded up with fisk. This is witchcraft of their underwater kin, I'm telling you. The port is ringing with dissatisfaction at the unprecedented advantage that Innsmouthers have in the fishing trade. To what can this success be attributed? The Oakmont Chronicle will investigate. One thing's for sure, though. Something smells fishy.
There you are. The door won't budge.
We're doomed to rot in this Borg.
There you are.
Okay.
The door won't budge.
Am I missing something?
The door won't budge.
We're doomed. Do as you please. Death is not the worst fate in this Borg. Do as you please. We're doomed to rot in this Borg.
The door won't budge.
I am definitely lost on what the hell I am looking for here.
The door won't budge. Still wet. Someone undressed in a hurry.
I am hell lost right now. Sorry, guys. This is just not working out for me for some reason. I have no clue what I'm missing either, which is even more frustrating.
No use. It's barricaded from the inside.
What's your problem?
And it says there's apparently stuff here. But like what? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
No sign of a seal fragment on this side of the monolith. This isn't gonna be easy.
Dive to complete the seal. The prophecy says that one monolith will hide what I seek under the Azure cloak. Sounds like I need to hunt for part of the seal on underwater. The fisherman from the article found the gold underwater. He should have somewhere to dive. Okay. Yeah. Sure. Survive. There. Wow, that really cleaned up some stuff. So now we go in here, I'm guessing. I don't know why I forgot my mind palace of all things. Yeah, because now I have the key quest to investigate his place.
You a local? Can I ask you about this shore?
Live here for 30 years. I'm gonna die here. So, what do you want?
I need to get to the base of that rock off the beach. Where's the best place to dive?
So you're going to hell like everyone else. Figures.
What do you mean?
The crew, the Archie. My family, all of them drowned. Something in the mail. It calls to them. It hypnotizes them. So you still want to go?
As if I've got any choice.
Then may I ask you for a favor? Would you put these crosses on my relatives down there? I don't know how else to help their poor souls. If you agree, I'll show you where I used to dive. Before the snub.
Won't it be difficult to identify your relatives?
It's only been 2 days. Their bodies will not have spoiled.
But there's the fish.
The fish can board the rock, like anything alive.
I'll help you. Now, give me the crosses and show me where to dive.
Okay, bless you, mister. I have a dive spot on the first floor. Here's a key.
Bye. I didn't get
Jimmy Pratt.
No.
Oh.
Bye.
Yeah. Whether the gold I found was cursed or not, I have enough to start building a skip of my own. I'm calling her Archie. We're leaving the wretched city that even Kay has turned his back on. If anyone finds this, please pray for us. Alright, let's do this. That was annoying. I need to remember the Mind Palace. I keep forgetting about it. But yeah, definitely big into tactics. Lately there really hasn't been too many good tactics games. I think God Wars Future Past was probably the last one that was really good. But yeah, I'll definitely, because I also got Digimon Survive pre-ordered. We're definitely going to be doing some tactics games eventually on the channel that I am definitely looking forward to. I said if I was capable, I would definitely stream. Mr. Tentacle Man. Giant boat down there. But yeah, I would definitely stream.
I hope you find a place where your soul can rest in peace.
Fire Emblem, if I had the proper capture device.
That is beyond awful.
Which I will be looking at getting here probably around Christmas.
This is grotesque. Neither alive nor dead.
Cause there's definitely a lot of Switch games that I want to stream for fun. Like Octopath is definitely one of them. As you guys have learned, not much of a platformer, so I wouldn't do any platforming. I wouldn't mind doing Pokemon though. That'd be pretty fun. Sorry I'm not talking more about this game. I'm trying to save it for when I critique it at the end, since we're getting there. Other than that, there's not really much else to talk about on this one, since we're at the last case here. Alright, so we're on the last one, right? I found 2 of the 3 seals, 1 left, and the path of Katiganar will be open. Fisherman's Key, dive, the last message, the final massive of a man. Nope. 7 part of instructions. Second monolith emerged at a place where 3 identical disciples were born after the flood. It's a city hall, because it's to deal with population.
I found your family, Jimmy. Rest assured, I did what you asked.
Thank you. Hopefully it will ease their troubled souls. I'm sorry I asked you to risk your life on my behalf. Please take this as a token of my gratitude.
Bye.
Yeah, look at all that ammo. And a knowledge point? Hell yeah. Reload the revolver faster. War veteran. Sure. Do the war vet. Honestly, if we were to do the side quests, I could actually guarantee we would be done with our skills, since the combat ones are all that's really left. Jeez. Everything's going downhill. Surprised there was not a fast travel there. like the northern light effect. It's definitely pretty cool with the lightning. You can tell everything's going downhill. Shit's like random fires are happening. Things are falling apart. As long as the game could render it all. It's actually pretty cool. Alright, so it's City Hall, right? Yeah. Let's go to City Hall. Get the last monolith, and then we're on our way to the end of the game. So yeah, I think my save before we went into this was perfect spot if I want to come back and do all the side quests. Which, I'm just going to throw it out there. I mean, don't expect me to do that one. That's if I have extra time and interest to do the side quests after this. I've already seen most of them, just because I was curious on what I would miss out if I didn't do them. So, I know what they are. And I'm sure most people that have followed the series have seen people do them enough now. But I need second instructions, right? There we go. So yeah, be citizens after the flood. Citizen records? Yep. That gave it to us. Record of triplets. Western shells. So it's that. At the intersection of Salvation Road and Moreland Road. So, like, right there. I will say some of the side quests are pretty cool. Probably be the only reason why I would actually come back and finish them is for some of the more cooler side quests. But there's some more collectible side quests that are just tedious, which I was kind of bummed to see. Hey, look at that, fast travel right there. And then I'm not planning on getting the DLC for this game. I know there is DLC that adds more content and flavor, but it doesn't impact the main story in any way, so I have little interest in it, actually. But yeah, something to just look out for. There's a chance I might do it, and there is a big chance that I just won't touch it. So, figured I will bring that up before we hit the end of the episode, because I know I've thrown it out there quite a bit. No? So it must be the abandoned railway itself. Okay, we're not supposed to enter that way. Oh, there's the house here. Maybe it's this one. Nothing popped. Yeah, having 4 shots in a shotgun is actually quite amazing. Like, hot damn. Easy peasy.
Even this monstrosity couldn't survive being riddled with harpoons.
Someone was desperate. They were like harpooning the
Must have
shit
took
out
a
of
good
that.
bite out of this poor man. His own mother wouldn't recognize him now. Definitely handmade. Looks like a piece of the monolith. Chipping off such a huge piece would require a lot of effort. You couldn't do this alone.
Hurry! I think I heard something. Harder! We must have this piece of the stone. It's blessed. The wild beasts smell us! Protect the stone!
Time to figure this out.
Hurry! I think I heard something. Harder! We must have this piece of the stone. It's blessed. Hurry! I think I heard something. The wild beasts smell us! Protect the stone!
A group of fanatics chipped off a piece of the monolith and got away with it. Apparently it was the one with the niche I need. ship looks fresh.
So back in, there is wheel tracks.
Killed with one blow. I wouldn't want to be him. The wood's rotten from the damp.
Heal up real quick. Feel like I might be missing something back here. 'Cause this is definitely the wagon that they were using.
The wood's rotten from the damp.
Oh, there's a note here. Look at that.
Definitely handmade. Looks like a piece of the monolith. All soaked in blood. I hope it's still readable.
Said to be secretary of our community. The history of our ascension will be written with my own hand. 2 days ago, found the blessed piece of the stone. It's so close. The hour of our ascension draws near. New headquarters in Western Shells on Justice Street, between Inner Shrine Street and Warren Road, closer to the stones, so it'll be easier to transport. Yep. So there's Warren Road. So on Justice Street. So it's right there. Okay. Cool. Yeah, it's like, there's some sort of evidence I'm missing here that wasn't grasping my mind around, apparently. Am I up? So, right here, huh? That's an understatement for how close this place was.
This statue is incredibly detailed. It's practically lifelike.
Did they just get turned into stone? Ooh, I think that's what happened.
Did they actually try to chew that?
They were eating it? Well, right. The Joseph Hill did say that it causes madness.
I can't help myself. It's so delicious.
Damn. They did eat it.
There you are.
Put it here. At last, our sentence is so close. We'll start immediately. We are honored to be the first to ascend. May this case gift free us from our bodily weaknesses and sins. Others await the ascension. I'll lock you up so no one can interrupt. Let me take the key.
Okay, let's see what we have here.
Well, they arrived with it,
Put it
right?
here. At last, our sentence is so close. We'll start. We are honored to be the first to ascend. May this case gift free us from our bodily weaknesses and sins. Others await the ascension. I'll lock you up so no one can interrupt. Let me take the key.
The piece of the monolith was brought here, partly eaten, and the leftovers were taken upstairs. The door was locked and the key hidden among the books.
God, they're really trying to make me go mad.
This must be part of the seal.
The true purpose of the monoliths is to lead the faithful to ascension, to the new life in the changing world. Eat from them, embrace them, and all your flesh and Kay's gift will free you from bodily weaknesses and sins. We will join the 144,000 chosen, and will rest among angels, while the sinners will face the wrath of the beast that sleeps in the depths. Why did they disappear? Alright, so now that we've got all of the pieces,
Don't touch it. The stone is ours!
That is creepy. That's cool. I was wondering what happened. I was like, wait, I see something. If I missed something there. Alright, so this is where I'm not sure where to go next. Seal is complete. Now I can open the central monolith and descend into Katiganar. This ancient otherworldly artifact was found by Thormorton's expedition in the depths beneath Oakmont. The seal was used in rituals by those who lived here. Okay. So, the most I could think of is the church. Let's try it. Let's try it so we can enter Katiganar. The streets are all empty now. Like, definitely foreboding. Houses are getting on fire. It's getting darker. Everything's getting messed up. Definitely cool to see. But we are definitely at the end. Getting to the point of making the ultimate choice. So, definitely going to be interesting.
Help me, please.
Oh, the flames are gone. Ooh, this big guy. Alright. Boop. St. Michael's Church. got too caught up trying to look for Mr. Tentacle Man that got a little bit too damaged there. Nope. Damn it. Didn't have enough time to turn around and shoot him. But yeah, I think this is our last dive from the looks of it. So we're going to the realm of Katigana, the gate to end all things. I tell you though, I will not miss these loading screens. They are brutal. They take a while. That's why I can't wait for the PS5, because man, just the idea that the loading screens will be pretty much extinct on that system sounds awesome. And granted, loading screens are not that bad nowadays, but this game, I think, has the worst I've seen in a while. Unfortunately. Where am I? My God. I hate these underwater segments just because of that. Just because of that little moment. But yeah, definitely, I got some good pre-orders coming that I am looking forward to playing. Definitely going to be streaming some of them. But Digimon Survive? Yeah. 'Cause, I'm a Digimon fan, pretty hardcore. 'Cause I know back when I was growing up, it was either you were all in on Pokemon or it was Digimon. And of course there was Yu-Gi-Oh! I kind of went both, though. I liked both. I mean, there was no way to be like, I liked one more over the other. I will say, though, the Digimon story-wise, though, is a little bit more complex. So I could see why kids wouldn't get into it. That much, because it's not like Pokemon where, you know, go catch them all, go catch the pocket monsters. It's very complex for a story base. All right, where was this? Just freaking fish. Yes, that is awesome. That right there is amazing. And I know I'm going mad for staring at it, but really, like, that's just awesome. Like, that is a cool visual. It's almost a shame they make you go mad for staring at it. Transformed. The daughter's influence will be strongest in Psychic Tiganar. Whatever transformation awaits may be worse than death.
It's a shame you'll die here, Reed. This city has far worse men than you.
A lot of people want to leave Oakmont, kid. Few ever succeed.
I get it, Mind Palace. Stop flashing it at me. There we go.
I want none of this to be real. To wake up in my bed in Boston, eat real food, drink good coffee, and forget it all.
Let me be frank. You ain't welcome. You slip up, don't cross a T, or dot an I, and I'll treat you like every other criminal in here, newcomer.
Please help me die. I can't. I just can't.
No mercy, boys. He's been asking for this.
There is nothing more vile than futility. Watching this happen again and again and doing nothing. We are the agents of change, Mr.
Please hurry, Reed. We can still save this city.
You can't end the suffering. The cycle will go on. You can't change who you are.
Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned.
We're doomed to rot in this bowl.
There is a cycle. This has all happened before. She wants to be free, but she must not be, or else it all ends.
Destiny waits for no man, Charles. Decide now whether this ends in salvation or blood.
I choose annihilation. The end of all cycles. Let everything die. I accept my fate. Unlike the cowards who came before me. My hidden daughter, I am coming.
That's dark.
Enough is enough. I'm leaving this damn. I will not choose. I'll break the cycle and free all of us trapped in Oakmont.
And I'm guessing there's one off to the left, right? Yep, there is.
I have made my choice. I willingly let the cycle restart.
Well... I mean, obviously, this is the save point. Bam.
I choose annihilation. I accept my fate. Unlike the cowards who came before me. My hidden daughter, I am coming.
Damn. And giant tidal wave. Wow, that is a short ending. The stars are right. Give me 1 second. And we will continue to do another ending. Might as well do all of them. Yeah, it was a really short and quick ending. Like, damn. Wonder if all the endings are gonna be that way. For, you know, for a 16 to 20 hour game, depending on what you do. Yeah, it's definitely a short ending. I can't really say that was satisfying either. Because I was expecting that to be like the main ending, where you release Katiganar, or the daughter and all that stuff. It was cool, but they should have showed the tidal wave just wipe out Oakmont. And like watch all the people freak out as it just comes out of the water and starts devouring people or something, you know, something more intense. That was definitely very timid.
Destiny waits for no man, Charles. Decide now whether this ends in salvation or blood.
I have made my choice. I willingly let the cycle restart.
So yeah, we'll restart the cycle.
I have made my choice.
Apparently I can press
Let the
X
cycle
at the right
restart.
Yeah, what we just... Woo! Run off the edge. My hat! So he's waiting for another seed. Leap of faith. Wow, that was even shorter than the first ending. But that one made sense for it to be short. I hate to say it. I mean, that's a cliffhanger ending for sure. I don't know. Cycle restarted, so here we go again, guys, you know, like, hoorah. So it made sense, but damn, that was a short ending. So we'll get the third ending here, and then yeah, I'll critique this thing. Yeah, done. 3-hour video, which isn't too bad, actually. Which was what I was kind of expecting if I were to do it in a 2-part video, but decided to throw it on one. Make my upload a little bit easier. That's for sure. Make you do things for them before they tell you anything. Come on, loading. There we go.
Destiny waits for no man, Charles. Decide now whether this ends in salvation or blood.
Enough is enough. I'm leaving this. I will not choose. I'll break the cycle and free all of us trapped in Oakmont. I will not choose. Enough is enough. I'm leaving this damn city and its madness behind.
What's up with his beard? That guy in the yellow trench coat. Like, it's weird for some reason. So in other words, he goes back home, and it starts there. So it's just spreading until eventually something happens, which is a very Lovecraftian way to end it, where all the endings just kind of suck. Not suck in a bad means. Like, they're just pretty much all bad endings. Because one way or another, you know, these deities have been planning to escape one way or another. So it's cool. It's cool. Wow, that was short too. That was hell short. So, what to say? I guess I'll start the rating for it. For me, it has to be a solid 5. If anything, the reason why it's not lower is because of the story. The story and some of the images in this game really, I would say, hold it at 5, because it teeters for me to go on 4 for a rating for this game really, really badly. It has a lot of rendering issues, as we saw through the playthrough. So much that it took away from the game. Like those cool scenes where the sky was starting to rip apart. Because of the rendering, it made it less intense. And some of the fires that were going on had to render in before they could ever be really seen. A candle not sitting on its proper post and it's just floating in midair. Characters not rendering in time for cutscene. They get weird, choppy clay, Play-Doh look to them. Honestly, that was like the biggest issue for sure, is the rendering. It was amazing how much that was an issue in this game. Then we go to the city of Oakmont itself. The city of Oakmont is gigantic. To the point where it slowly took away once you realized how empty the city was. Because I practically did half the side quests before beating the game, and it's short. There's not enough content to fill that type of size of the city, in my opinion. And when you're running throughout the city, it's just empty. None of the NPCs you see are interactive unless you shoot them, and then they become like a possible enemy, or they freak out and run away from you. There's, I'm sure, hidden secrets here and there that would have been interesting to find, but the city, yet again, was just too big. And then, I hate to put it this way, but I feel like the city was made big so that there would be infestation zones. But the infestation zones you couldn't clear. So, no matter what, they were permanently there on the map. And for that to be a dynamic for why the map was big, I don't think that was a good idea on the creator's part. Days Gone, I feel like, did a really good idea with the infestation zones where they had them and you could go in and cleanse them and they were gone. You couldn't do that in this, which made them a pain in the butt to go through. In fact, I fast traveled at a certain point of the game all the time. I would say probably in my 3rd or 4th episode in, I was always fast traveling if I could. Just because I didn't want to deal with, for one, traveling the giant city, or dealing with the infestation zones that you just ran through, to be honest. But yeah, the city was too big. It could have been cut down big time for how many quests were actually in the game and been more impactful. It would have made their game better because it wouldn't have had to render in as much. Which is a big deal in this game. This game needs a lot of TLC for sure from its creators. An update or something, because the loading screens are still awful, and I feel like that's also due to a giant city. A lot of it's due to that, actually, because I noticed every time we went into a building, it hit a loading screen basically. So it was kind of, that took away from the experience. And I would say the big city took away from the experience. The infestation zones even kind of took away from the experience, because after a while you got desensitized. And the enemies were too often. It was like every house you went in, there was always a wave of enemies you had to take care of, which you kind of got desensitized from them. They weren't as terrifying or as unique as they should have been. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, some of the imagery and definitely the story. The story was spot on, I would say. They couldn't do my quest and reading all the notes. They were very intriguing of what was going on, how they were turning, how the wildebeest were taking over and stuff. The supernatural causes that were messing with people's minds, the madness. The story was really good, and that's what holds this game really high. If anything, I would say if you've never played it, definitely play it for the story experience, because it's worth it. The gameplay, I'd say the gameplay is okay. It's probably the most average gameplay I could say. The weapons were okay. They weren't overpowered at all, actually. I felt like I went through ammo pretty often. Melee weapon was okay. Did get better through the skill tree, but wasn't like something ridiculous in the game. It definitely worked. The XP tree was cool. It worked. But it was definitely all average. I wouldn't say it was above average. I wouldn't say it was below. But it was what it was. The diving experiences were really unique, and I say probably also one of the strong points in the game, except for the fact the harpoon didn't kill anything. It just staggers enemies, which could be annoying. I would have been fine for more segments of just exploring the underdepth. There was an area for exploring the city. I felt like there should have been an area to explore the underdepth as an own personal experience. I think that would have been cool. Probably would have made it stronger, in my opinion. And then this game, I would say, has no replayability to it, too. That's another issue with it. After beating it, we just did all 3 endings. All the talking scenarios are the same. The only thing you're really doing is making different choices of, like, killing the wannabe mayor's mother or not. A few things like that. Honestly, though, it would be the same experience throughout to the bitter end. And then knowing all 3 endings you get in one playthrough, it's not like the ending is influenced by any of your decisions, which I would say takes away from the experience as well. Because I feel like the Mind Palace, where you're making choices to decide whether or not you're going to save Oakmont, damn it, or walk away. That should have been a permanent choice, not an optional choice for you to slot in. So that seemed kind of pointless. And I did like the Mind Palace setup. I do like the detective stuff. I would say that's what makes this game unique for you, problem solving and learning where things are. That was definitely cool. I give that that definitely probably carries the score too. Grenades and firebombs, weak in this game. Weakest I've ever seen them in a game. Crafting was very average too. I couldn't say it was like a big, like, awesome thing in the system. It wasn't like The Last of Us or, you know, even Days Gone crafting system, where even they had average systems, but there was still a progression with it. This game doesn't have a progression with it. It's, you learn the recipe, and you can make it from then on. And it never gets better, never gets worse. I think the lack of also getting better guns, there's no shopping, none of that, kind of took away from the game as well, because there was no way to get better at anything, to scale better against the wildebeest, which kind of sucked. And if I didn't get the pre-order bonus for the cool, you know, golden submachine gun, the gun choices, I would have been probably shotgun all the time. But yeah, definitely a solid 5. On the verge of just being 4. Like, it's barely on 5 for me for the rating. And I think I pretty much tackled everything I wanted. Overall, I don't regret playing this game. Like I said, I enjoyed the story, but I would say that's all I enjoyed out of it, was the story and the experience. And there'd be no way I would ever play this game again. Like, this is played, done, deal, never coming back sort of thing. So that's something to consider if you guys are ever looking to play this game. Other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed, and yeah, this is the end of The Sinking City, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good day.